This is going to be a lot of fun because that's a 3D printer, so any item I put in there is going to spit out that thing. That causes large amounts of bleed damage, and I can stack those pretty much indefinitely right now, so we're going to get tons of bleed damage. And that's going to make things like this really, really easy to kill. We're only doing 12 damage now, but we're going to get there. So for now, it's just a matter of finding all the right things, and I'm going to bring a healing drone with me so we can last a little bit longer. At least for now, the enemies are super weak, but they will give me a little bit of money, so no stress yet. Then I could open a $50 thing that's going to give me an item, which I'm probably going to turn into bleed damage anyway if I can. A $25 chest should give me something I can swap out though. Rapidly heal outside of danger, but I live in the danger, so that's not going to work. Interestingly, there is a second 3D printer that spawned on this map that gives me the same thing. So I might as well start with the bleed damage. We're going to put that thing in, it's going to swap out one of those, and now I can start bleeding things to death. The bleeding does a ton of damage. And that's going to work well against the bosses that I have to shoot a million times over, because they're basically going to bleed out right away. This is an elite enemy, and well, the bleeding's good, but it's going to get a lot better. Starting to get more elite enemies to show up. Would be nice if these things would start to pay out at any point, but that's okay, we'll make do. At $32, nope. And we'll take whatever this is, and we're going to swap that out for bleed damage too. These other items are useful and can be like good, but for now we're going to stack bleed damage. We'll get the other items later. For now, we'll just take a little bit more bleed damage. Actually, that's a lot more bleed damage, but compared to what it's going to be, it's just a little bit. Found these hiding way on the outside. Doesn't really matter what we're going to take because it's all going to turn into bleed damage anyway. Alright, so let's take a few more of these, and then we'll see what the bleed damage looks like now. And it looks like it's stacking up pretty quick because things seem to be pretty much melting. And we got our first lunar coin. But I'm very happy with his bleed damage so far. We're getting lots done. I do still need to be efficient though, because the longer we hang out here, the harder things are going to get. So let's open this, and here we're going to get a Hellfire Tincture. I'm not really sure what it does, but apparently it's this. But I'm not actually sure if that recharges, but I've got $460 to spend. Oh, we also have a Sama Ring. I don't know which one is better. I assume the one we have is better. But we're definitely going to take things like that and turn it also into bleed damage because elite enemies are still able to survive for too long. I want things to melt off this screen. Okay, I'm actually going to take the Sama Ring because it plays into the bleed damage. The Hellfire Tincture actually hurts me quite a bit, but we can go like that and that's going to help bleed things, especially once we take an extra bleed damage. This would be a pretty good test of where we're at. He's up to 7, 8, 9, 10 times bleeds. Yep, he died nice and quick. Here's hopefully another item that we can turn into something. It is green though. I'm a little disappointed in the lack of item potential right now. Well, I think for now we're going to have to settle for 5 stacks of bleed, so we're going to activate the teleporter and see exactly what our bleed damage is going to do against this big guy. The blades certainly hurt, and that thing's dead. Now that is deal with all the little guys. Well, I'd say so far so good. The item I got from the boss seems to make like arcing electricity, so we have chain lightning on hit sometimes. Alright, on to the next disaster. Definitely pretty satisfied with the damage so far. Let's see how it goes against this big guy. We got almost 10 stacks of bleed already, so yeah, that's gonna work out just fine. We did move into medium difficulty because just we played through enough time, so things are going to get harder, but they might also get easier depending on what power-ups we get. Here is a rare item. 2 extra charges of our utility skill, so that's definitely alright. There's a green item, so for now we'll take things like that. Chance on kill to drop a treasure is certainly a good one. If there's not a 3D printer, I don't know how many basic items I want now anyways. Attack speed would be cool because then we could stack the bleeds even quicker, and attack speed is always just good fun. So we're going to take another green. Dealing damage heals you. We deal a lot of damage, so that's going to work out pretty nicely. There is a 3D printer here, but that would just boost my base health regeneration, and that's kind of fun, but it's not damage. And we got armor plate, receive a flat damage reduction. Suddenly we're really stacking up the money, but that's because we're killing a lot of things. And then we're going to buy one of these. This makes any enemies nearby take extra damage. So that's just damage on top of damage. $85 for a utility chest. And that's going to give us gain a recharging shield, which sounds pretty good to me. That's just more toughness. Here's a big guy who's, yeah, definitely bleeding out super quickly. So we're still well ahead of the game, especially when we use our blades. They just destroy absolutely everything. But we need to make sure we're finding all the items along the way, because we need to be as strong as possible. That's extra damage to bosses. And the red whip, I think, is extra movement speed outside of battle. There's gain a temporary barrier on kill. We do a lot of killing, so we're going to get a lot of temporary barriers. Just guess this guy. Well, we're still in medium difficulty. Let's spawn the next boss and see how this is going to go. Okay, that's him. So we're going to hit him with some blades, hit him with everything we got, and he's dead. Okay, that was easier than I thought it would be. And he left us one of these. Activating an interactable summons a squid turret nearby. Oh, we're going to do that a lot, so that's actually a good one too. Things are going to get chaotic from here on out because we're going to start seeing a lot of enemies. Oh, and I dropped one of my flags down, so now we're doing extra damage and attack speed and stuff. Yeah, this will work out really nice. Plus, I saved up another $1,000. And good to go. I didn't really mean to come here, so we're pretty much just going to leave again because I can't really do anything anyways. And on to the next area where we've already got our share of items. Just need the idiots to spawn in so I can actually get some money. But we're up to hard difficulty now, so things are going to start getting more difficult. Yeah, I can definitely already feel the difference. Enemies are a little bit harder to kill. So we're going to need more damage again. So we're going to start with this to hopefully get something. There's more damage to nearby enemies, so I like that. We'll take a stun chance too once we get $100 and something. We'll take a few tries at this if we can, hopefully eventually getting something. We've had some pretty bad luck today. Activating an interactable launches fireworks at nearby enemies. I'm going to get moving through the level. We're not going to sit there and risk our luck with that. Found another one of these. We'll probably just take some health for now because as fun as the damage is right now when we don't have the option for it, health is also a good option. We're definitely getting nice and quick when we're not fighting. And we're also going to get an energy drink to sprint faster, so I like that one. Also just got some meat for 25 extra health, which isn't that exciting, but it is helpful. Killing an enemy permanently increases your maximum health up to 100, so that's a pretty good one. Oh look, more bleed damage. I was just thinking I needed more of that. And whatever this one's going to be, that bleed damage is really going to stack up. There's another leech seed, so dealing damage heals me even more than it used to. I do at least have $1,000 to spend on things along the way. Ocular HUD, I don't think we want. I really like my saws because they stack on the bleeding. And since I found this, I'm going to get it because this place is kind of confusing and stressful. So there's Idiot Stick. We'll hit him with the saw blades twice and then continue to stack on the bleeds. And he's dead. So far the bosses really aren't stacking up to much of anything. Is that another whip? We're going to be so quick. I've also lost a few of my drones along the way. That's not the end of the world, but that shows that enemies are getting stronger, and we're about to move into very hard. Alright, well, let's go on to the next very hard level, where we have lots of birds, so this is going to be pretty annoying. But it would also be nice if things would stay nice and close to me, that way I can do extra damage to them. Because not only is damage really fun, but I kind of need it to stay alive. Oh, look at that big guy. I bet he likes bleeding a lot. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, and that big thing too. I'm pretty sure that was the boss from like the first level, wasn't it? No, this is definitely stronger than the boss in the first level, because we would have killed that by now. Well, that's dead. We're going to make lots of money here. There's a lot of enemies though, because we aren't very hard. So we're going to have to find the items and stuff very quickly. The bleed damage does still seem to be carrying me through pretty nicely. There's a key and access to a rusty lockbox, so we need to find one of those at some point also. 193 for a damage box. That's going to give me deal bonus damage to enemies above 90% health. That's great and all, but the enemies are going to drop below 90% health really quick, especially with the bleeding. I hit them once and they're probably going to do that. But damage is damage, who am I to complain? This one's going to be periodically release a healing nova, so that's good. Not even really sure why I came up here. I guess I just kind of follow my own footsteps. But there are lots of chests up here, so there we go. There's an extra 25 max health, which puts us up to 665. And that one looks fun. Detonate enemies on kill. That's definitely fun. And we're going to take sprint faster again, so we're definitely moving very fast. Alright, this level's kind of annoying me now, so let's just go like this and spawn the boss in, then move on to one that's a little more open. I like ones where I can see a lot. So we're going to absolutely bleed the life out of the boss. I didn't see how many stacks there were there, but that, you know, obviously died pretty quick. These guys are kind of annoying, so let's get rid of them without falling down the edge that's right there and hard to see. I'll stick to my little flag zone here. I'm probably considerably stronger sitting right here. And as long as things are close to me, I'll be able to hurt them enough, I think, to heal through all this damage. Oh, plus I forgot to pick up the item. Killing an enemy permanently increases your health, so that's a good one. We'll get extra health out of that and be extra tougher. Plus I just hired another drone right here for a couple $100, so I can let him do most of the work. Could really use finding some rare legendary items at this point. Difficulty is also about to move from very hard into insane also, so I'm looking forward to that part. We do have 6 stacks of bleed though, so I think we'll be okay at least for a little while longer. And now we're onto this sky meadow, which looks very nice. So let's go find some more damage. Everything's getting so expensive now. Is that an enemy? I can't really tell. I don't know if I can hit that from here. Speaking of enemies, yeah, whenever you guys are ready, I'm here. We're getting mushrooms now. that are definitely tougher, but they're still bleeding out. We're through almost through insane difficulty now, almost to impossible.
Nothing's impossible when you have this much bleed damage.
Combined with, oh, look at that guy. Looks like a gummy bear. Okay, there's even more bleed damage. So he died pretty quick, but I think the turrets did most of the work, to be fair. Here's a rusted lockbox. It's going to get us something incredible, like a wax quail. Jumping while sprinting boosts you forward. Well, I'll take it. I was hoping for something a little better. This should be extra damage of some kind. Chance to fire a missile. I'll take it. Anytime I basically have a chance to do extra damage without having to physically think about it or do it is great for me. So there's another 3D printer that we're not going to use. I do want to see what this guy is though. I don't know if like this is where I'm supposed to be or not, but we're going to go here anyway. Can I jump across this? Hi there, friend. I want to make you bleed really bad. So he's at 45 stacks of bleed. Yeah, okay, once we get close to him, we can just melt them. Kind of assumed that was going to be like the end of the level, but it's not. So we'll just continue to stack up bleed on everything around me. After taking that one, activating an indirectable summons a squid turret nearby. I feel like that's a good one, because the squid turrets have been pretty good for me. Pray to the Shrine of the Mountain. Does that do anything? I'm not really sure. There's more damage reduction, so that's going to help a lot. And because we have so much money, we're just going to go ahead and touch this, especially because every time we touch it, we get a squid turret. Plus we launch fireworks, plus we potentially get an item. So there's not a lot of reasons not to touch it. There's more bleed. Okay, that thing's out of juice. But these turrets right here will help keep me safe in a big way. We're going to take the skull. Enemies with 4 or more debuffs are marked for death, taking bonus damage. Okay, it wasn't up here. I think I spawned over there. So somewhere over there probably is where the end is. I found another glowing guy. Oh, he's already dead. Never mind. So, oh, there is something down here. Okay, this is going to be where the boss is then, probably. So far, I've mostly just locked myself out of the compound and not found a single thing of use. Chance of kill to drop an ammo pack that resets all skill cooldowns. That could be good for my blades. Okay, no boss fight down there. It's somewhere up here. And we are well into impossible difficulty now. Primordial teleporter. Is this a good idea? I'm not really sure what this does. Oh, hello. Okay, this was maybe a bad idea. That's a lot of enemies, and they're definitely getting very strong because I can't melt them anymore. So we're just going to continue to hit them with absolutely everything we have, and hopefully I just survive this. If you're wondering what's going on right now, I am too. I cannot really see a thing. I'm just kind of trying to move and not get hit while not going over the edge while shooting them. Wow, there's a lot of guys up there. Well, good thing I have all that bleed damage, I guess, because I think I just killed them all. Not really sure what that was. This might actually be like the end of the level or end of the level. Oh, we got double flags now. Double stacked for extra goodness. But since we're in the neighborhood, let's open this. We still have $4,000 left over. Increase attack speed. That's a really good one, actually. I wish we had more of those because we'd stack bleed a lot quicker. Need to find lots of those now. Anyways, this thing seems to be done, so let's enter the Primordial teleporter. We're now on the moon of whatever 5, and I like the look of this. Hope whatever's up here likes to bleed. Look how quick I am. Look at all my power-ups. Are you actually an enemy? You are an enemy. Alright, well, hope you like the bleed. 20, 30 stacks of bleed, it's dead. So the more we shoot something, just the more and more damage we do because the bleeds stack. Okay, that thing's protected by a force field. There's a rock shooting me. So I'm into ICU difficulty. Next is I'm coming for you. The jokes here almost write themselves. Not really sure what this is, so I'm just going to fire everything I have at it because it seems like it's decently strong. Okay, I'm just going to run for now because I want to find some more power-ups and stuff. Fighting these guys is fun, but there's no power-ups nearby, and those are what I want. So my objective is find a way to release the rescue ship. So I'm assuming there's some buttons or like things I need to destroy or something probably on all 3 of these sides without falling down that edge. Gonna have to start paying attention to the holes in the ground because that would be an easy way to die. Okay, so I can activate pillars apparently. I activated that one, so I think I just need to do that a few times and it's gonna release the ship, I guess. So I guess while I'm waiting for that to activate, I'm just gonna make things bleed a whole bunch. But at least I have my banner to keep me company. Okay, so that was 1 of 4 pillars done. Great. I'll just scuttle the way over there on I'm coming for you difficulty. This is a really big level. Even moving as fast as I am, it takes forever to get anywhere, but I see the laser, that's another thing. A red pillar, how fun! And it seems to mostly be more of the same. Oh, that pillar was instant, I get it. Good. I can see another pillar, 2 pillars over to my left. I just gotta be careful with these jumps. There's one there and one up there. Hope this one is instant again. Wow, glad I wasn't standing too close to the edge. Oh, so we gotta be in the zone of the pillar while it counts down. That's kind of annoying, and it tries to eject me constantly. At least it's quick. It's already a third of the way done. Not really sure what's even happening out there, but my idiots are dealing with it. Okay, the pillar is done. This is what everything was fighting for a minute. It's nothing too tough, especially when we stack those bleeds on them. There's 20 bleeds, there's 30 bleeds, there's 40 bleeds. Oh, we got another one too. Okay, on to the final pillar. Let's not die along the way though. Can we make this jump? We could probably make this jump. Oh yeah, we're good. What's this thing? Reforge 3 items. That's probably really good, but I'm not going to do it because I don't want to lose any of my important items. So we'll touch this. Reforge 5 items. I guess we turn 5 items into that, which is a legendary, but I kind of like my setup right now. I'm not sacrificing any of my bleed. Okay, the pillars are done. I'm assuming the ship can now be released. At least I hope it can, otherwise I just wasted a lot of time. On my way back, I'll probably kill most of these, because if I don't kill all these enemies, they'll stack up behind me and then kill me eventually. Gotta go up the chain. Ooh, that's dangerous. Okay, I'm in a bed. That's not good. Probably should have taken more time on the chain. Okay, we're okay. We've got half our health. As long as nothing is attacking us, we're gonna be okay. There's a big blue pillar over there. That might be where the ship itself was. Did not mean to do that, and we're good. I really hope that unlocks the ship. What are you? Oh, okay. We're going to the moon. Oh, interesting. Had no idea this was up here. Hello? Strange orb? Do you unlock the ship? Can you help me? What is this? This is a man with a hammer. King of nothing. Yeah, you damn right you're king of nothing. Eat my bleed damage. He's pretty strong. Just gotta keep stacking the bleeds on him though, and they're probably gonna stack up. He's at 60 bleeds already. Okay, and then he disappears, so I can't continually... Oh, hello, turret. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna start stacking the bleeds again on him. So far, he really doesn't seem to any... Wow, okay, never mind. He one-shotted me. I wasn't really taking that as seriously as I should have been because he didn't seem to be hurting me until he one-shots me.